Welcome to this week's vlog. Basically, I'm just gonna run down basically what my podcast was, talk about sports for a little bit, and then I'm gonna insert some clips from our big win over Michigan on Saturday. Yeah, for the Big Ten title and senior night, so that was pretty cool. So I'm just gonna run down the list real quick. So here we go. Since I'm gonna insert the clips, I should start from the bottom up. So talk about the NFL. Talk about Antonio Brown going to Oakland. Tough AFC West now. Still have them at 3 though, just above Denver. But they're not beating Kansas City or LA Chargers, I believe. So nice move for them, but moving in the right direction. But still, not first in the division. I'll jump down to Odell Beckham moving to the AFC North in Cleveland. They could be 2 or 1 depending on what Pittsburgh does. Pittsburgh lost Jesse James. They've obviously lost Le'Veon, lost Antonio Brown. I'll get to Le'Veon in a minute. But yeah, they could be very interesting to see what happens if they fall off and aren't as good. Then I could definitely see Cleveland taking #1 spot in that division. As much as I hate to say it. Then we'll go with Le'Veon going to the Jets. AFC East, I think they could be 2. I think they'll be better than the Bills and the Dolphins, but as much as I hate to say it, they're not as good as New York right now, or not New York, New England. So unfortunately, the Patriots will probably still win that division. Really sad about that, but okay. So we'll move on. Talk about my 3 NFL teams. Rams losing Saffold and LaMarcus Joyner were huge. Those are huge, huge losses. But I think we got enough people that will be able to, bolster that up. And we re-signed Dante Fowler and we got Eric Weddle in free agency. So I think that it'll still be a good team next year. They're still my favorite right now to come out of the NFC. Don't know if, depending on what other teams do in the NFC, if my prediction will change by the time the season starts. If my prediction changes late August, early September. So we'll see what happens there. Carolina re-signed Darrell Williams and got center Matt Paradis. I know Paradis' last name. I think Matt's his first name. But so that was a good move for them. Building up their offensive line to protect Cam. Hopefully Cam's ready for camp, but or at least regular season. Day 1, but he definitely needs more protection, so moving in the right direction when doing that. And the Lions, Trey Flowers, Jesse James, Danny Amendola, I think they're 3 outright moves. I don't really agree with the Amendola move. Would have liked to see them to try to get Golden Tate back, especially as how much he wanted to come back here. I just think Tate's clearly a better wide receiver than Danny Amendola, I think he probably would have taken less to come back here, to be honest, after he saw what happened in Philadelphia. Like, yeah, he caught that big touchdown in the playoffs for them, but, I think he liked being here so much that he wouldn't, or that he would have maybe taken a pay cut to come back here. But Balto just let out a big sigh. Apparently he doesn't like that I'm doing this, so sorry about it. Moving on to the NBA. There's a lot going on, but the only thing I really want to dive into, the same thing I kind of dove into in my podcast, which that link will be in the description below. Go listen to it, like, after this. Go. Golden State, Houston tonight, that's a big game. Houston, they beat us 3 times this season, but, we've been going through a lot lately, kind of a little bit of a lull, but not worried at all. I think, tonight will be a bounce-back game for us. I think we'll come out on top, 123-97. I think kind of just put, everything into perspective. We're on the road too, so I think it'll be a big statement win coming down the stretch run here until the playoffs. Then we'll move into just transition into Michigan State. Start with football first, since I'm going to be inserting the basketball videos. Football spring practice started this week. Brian Lewerke, full go, 100% shoulder, so that's really exciting to see. And Antonio said that he's looking to take big steps this spring, and I think everyone on the team can take big steps. When it comes to, defense was, in my opinion, best in the country last year. And offense, taking big steps to improve, getting Lewerke back healthy, I think will give a lot of momentum to those guys, and getting everyone back healthy. Obviously, we've lost Felton, we've lost LJ, but I think Cody White and Daryl Stewart are going to take huge, huge jumps this year, more than they have in their Daryl's first 3 years, because he's going to be a senior this year, and then Cody in his first 2 years because he's going to be a junior this year. So I think they'll make their biggest jumps. To be honest, just everyone getting healthy. So I saw Sowards was on the spring roster, so but I think a university spokesperson said that that's not confirmed if he's going to get a 6th year or not. But so keep you updated on that. But be nice to have him as kind of like a fourth receiver. So he got some time last year, but then I think even he got injured. With all of our injuries, pretty much everyone. If you were on the team last year, pretty much everyone got injured. So, and that's just how it goes. Okay, so now we'll transition into basketball. Last Tuesday was a big win over Nebraska. I think I said it from the very beginning. I think it was going to be a very tough game. We kind of won it by double digits for sure. But we were without Kyle Arns, and that was kind of the speculation going in. That's why I said, hey, it could be a trap game. Losing the previous Saturday to Indiana at Indiana in really heartbreaking fashion. Up for 38 and a half minutes of the game, and kind of just blowing it the last minute and a half or two, losing by 1. So, and with Michigan coming on the Saturday after last Tuesday's game, so it kind of could have been someone like they're looking forward to, Saturday versus Michigan, senior night, stuff like that. But that was a crucial win for them in order to set up Saturday, which Saturday was obviously huge. It was one of the best events that I've ever been to while I was at while going to Michigan State games. Getting the win versus Michigan and it being senior night, Big Ten championship, that just icing on the cake. That was just amazing. Selfishly, one of my favorite, favorite parts in the game were definitely my favorite, but one of the coolest moments for me was, getting to break out the little sister chant. That was definitely cool, especially having to sit next to a Michigan fan for the whole game. So it was nice to break out that chant with a minute 43 left or so, somewhere in there. But yeah, it was cool to send our seniors out, right? Kenny and Matt, Cueto. It's cool to send them 2 out, right? Hang another banner. So yeah, now we're moving on to the Big Ten tournament. Friday at 12:30, first game. We play the winner of Indiana, Ohio State. I think that'll be a big game. Obviously, every game that's left now, that's big that we're gonna play in. Whether it's a Big Ten tournament, whether it's the NCAA tournament, all gonna be big. So both are obviously very tough opponents, and just looking forward to that, and seeing how we fare, how we come back up with Nick Ward coming back, and hopefully the guy's getting healthy after a kind of another long week off. Not week off, but just practice week with not any games for 6 days before that game. So that'll be good. Then we'll springboard into the NCAA championship or NCAA tournament. Hopefully the NCAA championship though in the Final Four, but that's way down the road. We got a lot of work to do to get to there. But Selection Sunday. This Sunday after the Big Ten tournament and all the other tournaments finish up. So yeah, it'll be exciting. But so yeah, cool. I'm first gonna insert some videos from the games, and then I'm gonna insert some videos of Tom talking after the game and us getting to raise the banner to the top, to the rafters with a really cool picture. They were on Twitter. I've retweeted them. They're kind of everywhere on Twitter. MSU basketball pages of picture of the team with 2018-2019 back-to-back championship Big Ten banners hanging right there. It's a really cool picture. But anyway, so I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to insert these videos. And yeah, I'll see you after. We are Spartans! So thank you guys for watching today. Make sure to hit that subscribe and hit that like button as well. I definitely didn't point to the right spots, but just do it. Just hit the like and subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at ScottTroop16. Link is in the description. Go check out my podcast, please. Links in the description. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.